Hello YouTube fans, it is I, the Scottish Trekkie, coming live at you for another Star Trek, the official Starships collection. And tonight I'm going to be doing issue Star Trek, the official Starships collection, the Klingon IKS Negh'Var, and after I've done the magazine, we'll get into the Starship, the ship itself. A little more in that a little while. Let's get into it, shall we? I'll just do what I do with the original stuff. I'll just run through the magazine and then get into the Starship. Thanks guys, let's get into this. Cool. So we'll get into the contents and the specification. Sorry, it's a wee bit. Let's get into the IKS Negh'Var, Robert O'Reilly on Goron, designing the ship and on screen, and the Negh'Var specification. So let's get into it. So it's operated by the Klingon Defence Force. Class is Negh'Var. It's constructed on the Kronos orbital factory base. It was launched in 2372. Its length is 682.32 meters. Its crew is 2,500. Its top speed is Warp 9.6, and its weaponry is 20 destructor cannons, 1 forward destructor, and 4 torpedo launchers. And you get the little picture of the ship there, and you get 3 wee ones down the bottom, like just like the Federation one. And then you get the picture of the Negh'Var, which is a really good ship. And then you get like a wee picture of it down here from it was seen in. So one of the most prominential features of the IKS Negh'Var was a short spike that was situated in the gap in the front of the Qapla head prow of the ship. It featured weapon pods on the ventral side of the either side of the main body, an embedded warp nacelle that glowed red towards the outside of the forward swept wings, and it was launched in 2372. The Klingons embarked on a major starship building program in the latter half of the 24th century to replace their aging fleet of the Katinga class vessels. First, they introduced the 481 meters long Vorcha class attack cruiser in around 2367, and then an even larger 686 meters long IKS Negh'Var warship was added to their fleet in 2372. The Projasis vessel served as a flagship of the Imperial fleet and appeared by the only ship of its class of the time, although by 2375 there were multiple Negh'Var warships in service. The data feed, the IKS prefix that preceded the name of vessels operated by the Klingon Defence Force was a chrome that stood for Imperial Klingon ship. And then you get different shots of the Negh'Var as it was seen throughout Star Trek. So it was mostly seen in Deep Space Nine. And then you get like Gowron. You get Gowron and Martok standing here as it was seen in The Way of the Warrior. A brilliant episode, by the way. Season 4, when Worf came into Deep Space Nine. So, like the rest of the Klingon fleet, the Negh'Var was aggressively styled, and outer hull was covered in armour plating and radiator blocks. An entire Klingon fleet led by the Negh'Var arrived at Deep Space Nine, supposedly to protect the Bajoran space from a Dominion invasion. The first time Starfleet encountered the IKS Negh'Var was when it suddenly decloaked in close proximity to Deep Space Nine. Both Sisko and Dax had heard of it before and knew it was the new Klingon flagship. And there we see Mortok. And then we've got the underside, top and front view of the Klingon Negh'Var, IKS Negh'Var. According to Deep Space Nine technical manual written by Rick Sternbach, Herman Zinnemann and Doug Drexler, the Negh'Var was built at the Kronos orbital factory base. General Mortok had a son named Drex. The name was given by executive producer Ira Steven Beyer after he read the name on the production staffer Doug Drexler's crew jacket. The Negh'Var ship, seen in Q's Anti-Time, featured different version of the Prime universe in several ways, so it had a different layout. The nose, there were destructor cannons located on the tips of the wings, and two fang-like spikes were attached below the bow. It also did not have the weapon pods attached below the wings. And then we get it from this one. We get it attacking the USS Pastor from the episode All Good Things. Two Negh'Var ships. And then we have Robert O'Reilly, who played Gowron. In the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. And we have some more images of Gowron throughout the years of the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. And then we have designing the IKS Negh'Var. So we have different. So we have a one up here. It looks like it's like a Vorcha class up here, and then how it was. And then we have this one here, where it's like designing the look of the Negh'Var. But you can actually see it's got like little different parts from like the Vorcha wings. And then finally how the Negh'Var was to be there. When the Negh'Var model was first built at Greg Jean's workshop, it was painted the same colour as the earlier Vorcha class model. It also featured fang-like fins on the bottom of the bow and disruptors on the tips of the wings. So there you can see the fangs on the wings, and you can see the different looks there. Final appearances. The Negh'Var was next seen in episode by Inferno's Light, but this just featured short footage of it from the Way of the Warrior. So obviously it appears was exactly the same studio model. Final outline came in another Mirror Universe episode, The Emperor's New Cloak. And then we have its first appearance was All Good Things, The Next Generation, Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Star Trek Voyager, and then it was designed by Rick Sternbach. So, and then you get your Negh'Var. Oh, and there was a wee thing I was going to show you as well, to keep your eye out for. Keep your eye out for that wee bit there at the back of the model, and I'll show you just what I mean by when I get into the Starship. So that's the magazine. Let's get into the Starship itself, shall we? And here it is, the Negh'Var, the Klingon Negh'Var. I remember I was telling you to look out for that wee bit in the magazine. This wee bit here is totally blank. There's nothing in it whatsoever. It's just an open gap in here, and that's the Negh'Var, the Klingon Negh'Var, and that's its disruptor weapons there, and it's also got like a wee bit here at the front. It's just small, but you can see it there, and that's the bridge up here, and that's its pod, the sensor pod at the back. I'm really glad that, I mean, we get like different Klingon ships. We get birds of prey. We get the Karel bird of prey, Vorcha. Now we're getting the Negh'Var. So that's my review on the Klingon Negh'Var. Hopefully you guys like this as well. And if you do like this, please guys, please give me some likes and please subscribe to my channel. I want to get up to, my main target is to get up to 50 subscribers. And hopefully that I can, if I keep bringing you content, you guys will like it, and hopefully you guys will subscribe. And that's my main target, is to get over 50. Currently getting halfway. I'm up to 30 odds just now. I'm 35, 34. If I get anywhere near 50, I'll be so brilliant for my first full year on YouTube. So I will bring them some more stuff, but in the meantime, I can only bring what I've got so far. But please, guys, if you do like, if you like what I bring is, please like, share, and subscribe. Let your other friends know that I'm looking I'm showing some Star Trek stuff as well. And I will see you in my next video. But please leave some comments down below on what you guys think of the Negh'Var, and give me some likes as well, please. Likes are good. Show me some support, please, guys. But please, thank you very much for taking your time to watch this channel and this video review. And I will see you in my next video. Live long and prosper. And bye for just now. Bye, guys. Thank you.